What up there, anime and manga community? This is your boy Chidia, or Chidia, whatever the hell it is you want to call me. And today I'm here to talk about HunterxHunter chapter 343. Now, hold up. Before I, continue on, I don't know if this was a scandalation area because I feel like I've already read 343 before, that number. So I'm not sure on that one. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section below so that I can, make the proper adjustments to the vid. Anyways, on to the chapter at hand. Now, before I even talk about this chapter, I really have to give Togashi some credit, man. His artwork has leveled up so much, and you can't tell me his artwork doesn't look please better than it used to. It looks nice. Like, I'm really enjoying the detail in his artwork now. Like, it looks good. Like, I'm really proud of what Togashi's doing with his art now. But now on to the chapter. So it starts off with Leo Rio speaking with Shadle. Well, you see, I told you I would learn the names. Told you I would. So, he's talking to Shadle about, becoming one of the Zodiac. Because, after the last arc with the election arc, Leo Rio kind of became a big deal in the Hunter organization by complete accident. But he became a big deal, so now they're trying to get him to come along with them to the Dark Continent. And Leo Rio's like, I'm trying to go to medical school, man. And that's another cool part about HunterxHunter is these people have like real goals. Like Leo Rio wants to be a doctor and he's going to medical school for it. Like I like how Togashi did that. Like that's cool. And Shadle says, okay, well, we've talked to your university or your school about it, and they said that they're willing to let you come with us to the Dark Continent and get that hands-on experience exclusively just for you. And Leo Rio's like, okay, I'll do it. I'm good. And after he accepts the position, he's like, yo, let me talk to you about something. I think there's one more person I'd like to come along with us. And then we jump over to Ging and Pariston, where Ging is talking to Pariston about his ulterior motives with the Hunter with the organization, because Ging is perceptive like that. And Pariston starts talking about the Chimera ants and how he has them, and then Ging makes his guess on what he's trying to do. What Pariston is trying to do is dirty. He's trying to release the Chimera ants that he has. Like I forget the number. It was a lot. Like it was like in the thousands at the very least. He's trying to release those Chimera ants back into the world and cause the organization a problem. So then when his subordinates go, the people that support him go to take the Hunter exam, they can come in, take the exam, and then he'll have even more power within the organization. So then by the time they're done dealing with the Chimera ants, he could already go for his grab, which is actually smart on his part. And you know what this series does for me? Is like, Ging mentions how Pariston could not stand a chance with him in a fight. Like Ging is like, look, G, you would get rocked if we ever fought. Like all I would need is my aura. And the scary part about it is Pariston still isn't afraid of him, and he knows it. It's like Pariston has his own power that isn't necessarily a martial power, and that is sometimes scarier than the martial power, as I've learned with some mangas. And Pariston starts talking about how he likes the feeling of suffering, and how people like for you how most people want to be loved. He wants to be hated, and that makes him happy, I suppose. And Pariston is a little off the rocker. And then, I gotta talk about this. Ging is a beast, dude. One of Pariston's subordinates comes like, hey, you gotta stop talking shit, right? This dude Ging, he auras up. He grabs him, like he grabs the guy, right? And then he auras up, and you just see him just freaking punch this dude like thousands of times to where his face is unrecognizable. And then you come back to reality where Ging hasn't done anything. It's like, do you get it? Beat it. Oh my god, dude. Yo, I was so hyped. Like, I was hyped when I saw it. And then you see like this weird little doll girl. I have to mention that too. Like there's a weird little doll girl chilling in the background. I'm gonna assume she is probably like the real strong fighter in the group, because it always seems to work like that in anime and manga, where the weirdest looking characters are now the strongest, whatever. So then we jump over to this guy named hold up, I had to write his name down because it's hard for me to remember. His name was Mesostome, or something like that, Mesostome, right? And he goes to this little seedy looking little area, right, where he's like, look, I'm here to look for Kurapika. And what ends up happening is there's some bodyguards for Kurapika outside, basically, hiding that he's there. And Mesostone's like, okay, look, stop. Just don't come any closer. They get closer and they end up being paralyzed. He has this ability that basically paralyzes his opponents in like this box or whatever. And feeling all this going on outside, Kurapika comes out and he's like, look, who are you? What is it that you want? And Mesostome is like, okay, look, we want you to join the Zodiac. Kurapika's obviously like, no, I don't care. I want to get my vengeance and get my people's eyes back. That's all that matters to me. And then Mesostome does stuff that I was like, yo, okay. He's like, okay, well, you want your people's eyes back, right? You want your vengeance? We know exactly who the guy is. If you come along with us to the Dark Continent, we can get you to him. And Kurapika's like, who is it? And it turns out to be the Prince of Kakin, or Kakin, whatever you want to call it. And that's where the chapter ends. That was a huge revelation, because now Kurapika could be starting some really bad. I don't know if he wants to draw the attention of the entire nation. That could be pretty bad if you think about it. But yeah, man. And also, I got to talk how beastly Kurapika looked. Like when he went full red eye and he was like, "Watch your words, son." I was like, "Oh, Kurapika." Oh man, like Togashi, man, I really love how he works this series martial arts fighting. Like that aura, I love how it just, you can win a fight with just pure intimidation, nothing else. I love that aspect of Hunter x Hunter. It adds like, I don't know, it's hype to me. It really makes you, it gets you to feel how strong the characters are. But other than that, now that we know Kurapika and Leo Rio are going to the Dark Continent, we can assume Dawn and Killua are going to, which is such a stupid idea. They need to train. They're not ready for the Dark Continent. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the Chimera ants come from the Dark Continent. We saw what they did. We don't even know what tier they are in that world. Man, I don't know, man. There's a slippery slope there, but all in all, I really enjoyed this chapter in Hunter x Hunter. I thought, I really love the artwork. Like, I have to keep stressing how much I love the fact that Togashi has really upped his artwork. I have to stress that. But yeah, so that's my Let's Talk for Hunter x Hunter today. And I usually forget to do this. I know I forgot to do it in my Naruto Let's Talk, but if you guys wouldn't mind, please rate, comment, and subscribe. It doesn't, it always helps. I'm not gonna ask you to share the video and all that. If you want to, thank you. But I just want us to all as a community talk and have fun and all that. And I would like for my channel to grow. I don't want to necessarily have this huge channel, but if you guys wouldn't mind supporting me, I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, that's my Let's Talk for today. I'll catch y'all on the flip. This is your boy Chadia, signing out. Peace out, anime and manga community. And I've said this in all 3 of my Let's Talks today. L's theme is sexy. That is what it is. This is sex in music form.